Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting and everything amazing Propagandacast with your host, Imperial Dane, the one and only master of propaganda who loves like defender of the fatherland. Off into a 1v1 on Semois, possibly the best 1v1 map crowned, at least in my opinion. In the northeast, we have Havoc fighting for freedom, democracy, and liberty here with the 1st Armoured Division, supported by a nearby detached Assault and Unit Battalion. With, of course, armor straight up picked. In the southwest, it is F3rig fighting for the fatherland, Germany, Deutschland. Yes, it is a star-studded match here with some of the finest players in the game. Pure salt pumping through the veins. Bikes and Panzer goes out of F3rig as he pushes onwards here for the 16th Panzer Division.
Panzer Grenadiers have assembled.
Personally, I think Semois is a really good map. In fact, I think it might be the best map, in part because it can really, I think it's a good skill test for players because it has actually some size. You have to, be more mindful of the terrain and how you're positioning units in relation to each other and the terrain. And I think, a reason some players struggle with that is particularly because CoH3, that was really not encouraged at all. It was just campiness all the way, whereas CoH3, there is sort of, again, more of that CoH1 lineage, and again, in CoH1, proper positioning of forces and all that, I think, was also a much bigger active element. So, anyways, besides that, as always, big hearty thanks to my patron supporters for continued generous support. Again, absolutely appreciated. A big hearty thanks to keep commenting and liking the videos. And again, do you like this map? Do you hate it? I mean, well, of course, welcome to opinions, but again, I absolutely bloody love this map. More Panzer Grenadiers for 30 years, he's gone for the Italian Infantry battle group. For a map like this, obviously very good map. CoH3 flamethrowers work quite well around the center. Of course, the flanks, a bit more open, perhaps not always as easily. Meanwhile, Havoc is just churning out those assault units here, leading the way for freedom and democracy with the M3 grease gun there, of course, the basically easy and cheaper to make version of the Thompson submachine gun, also easier to handle because while the Thompson certainly has a reputation for being a really cool submachine gun, it did have a lot of issues. One of them again was cost, but also it was actually fairly difficult to control, I think, from what I understand, whereas the grease gun again was much easier to handle. Assault using heavy fire though from the Panzer Pioneer, south side here, bike being pushed, engaged by the scouts here. We got sandbags, of course, going across Havoc here. Panzer Pioneer supporting against the, they're just still up there, awaiting more troops. Definitely a bit hectic here in the early game. You can all see there a bit here and there as well. So just broad battles across the field here. Neither though with any greater intensity, as again, there's no real concentration for now. Just people basically there moving up. F3rig here with the 250 half-track to mechanize his troops here versus Dieser verdammte Amerikaner. Forcing back the assault near south side here. Tank tracks up. Of course, something you might see on a map like this. And of course, this is where then, satchel charges, if you have them, can be quite handy, or other explosives. It can easily clear out tank traps for those wondering. Panzer goes out up north here. We got the assault units busy. We got a mechanized support center for Havoc, a bold choice, but one I like to see. We also got the weapon support center, might see a half-track out here for him. Might also see some tank traps over here, obviously. We'll have to see. Bikes grabbing points, heading northwards with the Panzer Grenadier. German forces pushing up the center. Assault units hunting up here. Of course, with the 250 half-track, Havoc's going to be a bit of a disadvantage because obviously assault units aren't exactly great against light vehicles. He doesn't have any snares. That, of course, means he has to rely a lot on mines as well to get lucky. Light support company here for F3rig. And there go bike to go down to a mine here in the fuel point. Again, not something you see, again, honestly, a lot on this map, particularly not on CoH2, but again, CoH3, which again is more reminiscent of CoH1, stuff like this does actually happen because, again, there's a lot more planning ahead, anticipating opponents' movements, and a lot less camping. So, again, mines, for example, on your fuel point like that makes a lot of sense against the Germans, who might go for the Kettenkrat or a bike there. So, in fact, if you're playing against the Germans on this map and you're trying to rush the fuel point, do anticipate a mine, at the most, direct point on the fuel point. M16 there for Havoc. Pushing in against the Sunnis. You might see how wiping Havoc here. Sticking around for a bit too long there. Panzer Pioneer inside the house north of the church being slowed around and cut off one hit here. A lot of engagements, a lot of action, a lot of death. South side here, scouts are probing forwards here. We got assault grenadiers on the way for F3rig and Das Vaterland. M16 anti-aircraft aftercare moving forwards for Havoc. You also got rapid fast deploy here, of course, which allows him to get those light vehicles very, very fast. Of course, he could also pick the other ability to just, have less population to deal with, which of course can provide him more long-term economic advantages against F3rig. But in this case, Havoc favoring, light vehicular deployment, also armor deployments at a much faster pace. Fuel put being hit by the assault engineers, seizing up the center as well. Could lay down some mines there himself. We got the medical station all the way there. Fuel put about to hit here. Really good play there by Havoc, obviously. Again, putting pressure on F3rig. Cancel the assault grenadiers, by the way, there. Probably due to the fact he's very close here to the Guasatori, and the Guasatori, you know, pack a bigger punch than the assault grenadiers. Plus, they can lay down mines, which obviously is also going to be very helpful here versus Havoc. And also, perhaps he wants to go for the 250 call in with a Panzerjäger to hunt down the M16. I mean, there's quite a few options here that could, you know, be racing through F3rig's mind here, as Havoc is just running, you know, pell-mell across the map. Bazooka team for Havoc. Option help versus light vehicles, any potential armor there out of F3rig and the Germans. But while they're at the market stalls, well, what's left of them is they're steadily being destroyed by the Americans and the Germans.
We have vehicles available in reserve.
This is a capitalist marketplace now, buddy, and that means only corporations allowed, I mean.
We have been cut off. Re-establish a
I'm not good at big words, but that's okay, because I'm American. Finding position up there for Havoc. Got the Panzerjägers out there for F3rig as expected. Flak feeling as well here. A lot of aggressive mobilized action here. No Guasatori then. We got the fighting position very much as expected. We'll of course cover the center somewhat. Also other parts of the map, but again to the sheer size of the map, we'll be able to cover much more than that. Which again is one of those things I like about Semois. I like artillery piece can't be that dominant. It has to at least be a bit more exposed than, say, for example, the exact opposite Semois, which I would describe as failed approach. South side here, scouts being pushed back by the Panzer Pioneer, but fighting around the cutoff point here, it's not looking great. Of course, you could try and take a longer route around here and then try to hit Havoc from another angle here, but it does seem to be like very intense, like pushing up the bridge here. Great for Havoc, but certainly less ideal here for F3rig. Panzerjäger starting about here. Havoc on the hunt. M16 doing when he can. Assault units are being met here with a flak feeling and it's 4 20mm autocannons, and they're certainly being absolutely shredded here. Torn limb from limb. In a scene they would not even have shown you in Civic Prime Ryan. Possibly because special effects were able to keep up with all that body decimation. Mr. Spielberg, we can't just have a body explode like that. Come on, man. I'm Steven Spielberg. Of course you can. Up north, the assault units withdrawing. More bazooka teams there for Havoc. Havoc's definitely did the squeeze here on F3rig. We do have the Guasatori out there. We do get the Lancia Fiamme here. Modello 40. Again, I don't know how to say 40 in Italian. My apologies. Bazooka team withdrawing. Second bazooka team there. Almost done. So he's slightly popping out. He fixing up the flak feeling. One thing also worth considering, I mean, with all these half-tacks already, F3rig, of course, may want to consider the combat half-tacks upgrade. Mortar half-tacks here could be, you know, a very good addition, both to counter this, but also put pressure on Havoc. Make it hard for him to just dig in around the center. You could also go for the armored car upgrade. Certainly, I think, quite a few interesting picks there. That I'm surprised he sends the Guasatori away from the center and heading northwards, when again, they'd be much better here. Bit of skirmish around south here, sorting you pushing back the Panzer Pioneer again. Sacrifice charge down here, something otherwise explosive. Could do a lot there for F3rig in opening up new pathways here versus Havoc. Further south, they're sort of pushing for some munitions. M16 there being pursued by the Panzerjägers. Going in with their Panzerbüchse. Black filming up north, point being grabbed at the 250 half-track. Engaging there the assault units and ripping through them there with heavy flak cannon fire. North side here, we got a smaller detachment being dispatched here by Havoc, a mix of scouts, assault units, and bazookas. Not a bad idea at all. Bazooka team there being suppressed, hit heavy with a flak fire.
Enemy forces have claimed our sector.
Panzer Grenadiers, flak things slowing up the roads here. Bazooka team definitely not looking great here. And there you go, bazooka team machine here also being bazooka team mortar pit. Also bazooka team, there's a danger here of the 250 with the Guasatori, but there you go. M16 there rips it apart here. And there you go, flak filling moving in here. This mortar pit there is absolutely extended now and pretty much unsupported. Havoc quick withdrawing forces there from the western flank now to assist. But note it keeps the bazooka team up here to try and get behind the flak filling instead of moving straight into it. Smart move there by Havoc, if that of course is the intended idea there. Sony used to run into the Guasatori, and of course the Guasatori absolutely have the upper hand there. But tries the flamethrowers. Scouts and Sauniers being absolutely incinerated. Bazooka team again going for the flank here. In this case, still flak failing. Didn't have anything to shoot at there, so that does mean he can quickly turn around there. Mortar pit down. Havoc now definitely suffering losses, but he's also about to hit f3rig's fuel point right next to the base. An absolutely hectic match so far. Spectacular stuff. Panzerjäger in dire need of healing.
Italian engineers are eager
Wow.
for orders, Commander.
f3rig actually going for a second squad of Guasatori. Going hard in these hardened Italian assaulters trained to incredibly high standards. He were very much an elite unit in the Italian army.
A strategic point is being taken from
In
us.
warfare, in fact, the Italian paratroopers would have their own Guasatori as well. Same time, the Germans had their Falchion Pioneer. It's a little fun fact there. Back at basic for Havoc, I imagine we're looking at a tank depot here, particularly also with this going on there.
Territory sector lost.
South side Guasatori for the assaulters here. A lot of flamethrowers here. Those in met by assaulters moving up here. Caught out in the open. Lacking no heavy support. This does end up not going too well for Havoc. Assaulters are being absolutely incinerated. Guasatori, they're taking losses, but the flak filling, of course, is providing a solid base of fire here for f3rig in the center. In the south here, Guasatori, they're apparently annoying the assaulters. Ends up taking a lot of needless damage here. Great for Havoc, obviously painful for f3rig. Flak filling rush into Portal Punch is going for the M16, but still has to be mounted for the Bazooka team, which is supported by the 30 cal here. So f3rig can't, but there it goes, still gets it, but costs him the flak filling. That's actually a pretty decent trade-off there for Havoc, as the M16 is a bit cheaper than the flak filling. So that does hurt f3rig a bit. Up north here, Pentagon Squad was this sort of news there. Tank depot is almost ready, and we got here f3rig with his artillery out. In this case, though, the LEG-18. Definitely an option there, though again, I would have probably just gone for mortar half-track sooner than that, but well, nice use of white phosphorus here. You know, flashes out the Panzerjägers there from the cover. Thumbs up there to Havoc. And again, note the way he always is attacking from like multiple angles at the same time. From north here, something is busy. LEG-18 ready. Panzer Pioneer going for that solid fuel put, but really good map controller so far for Havoc, though again, that does tend to be one of those features of Havoc. He's incredibly good, like just pressuring across the map, attacking from different angles. And again, this is also why I think in a map like Semois is quite interesting, because it can really just highlight, you know, Havoc's map control skills. And certainly also highlights that f3rig may not be quite as smooth there, which of course will also explain why he may not like the map, but at the same time, this could again also highlight why I think Semois is a really good test of players' skills. Of course, that's not to say f3rig is bad, but again, it might highlight a particular gap here in terms of, you know, player skill focus, if you will. North here, Bazooka team there, but there's some victory point. Guasatori rushing in here. Also worth noting, though, not a lot of mines so far from either side, particularly from Havoc. I mean, we did get that one mine up here, but beyond that, we haven't seen many more mines. And there we go, we got the Shermanese hit out for Havoc. Thumbs up, too, in fact. And of course, with War Machine, he can get that at a big fat discount. Which obviously means, economically, this is going to put f3rig under a lot of pressure here from Havoc. Because he can get out like EC8s almost at the cost of a Panzer III here for f3rig, which, as I'm sure some of you can figure out, is a pretty big advantage. Until you can figure out, again, f3rig is just nowhere near as close in terms of like just being able to go for a Panzer III in the first place, so this is a pretty big here for Havoc. And of course, f3rig's only response at this point is to go for the Pak-38, particularly since he doesn't have the mechanized company, so he has to go for Pak-38s, and you hope for the Panzerjägers and some mines to do the job here. He actually hasn't gone for like anything like Telemines here, which I would strongly recommend against this, obviously. Got a flamethrower there lying about. 30 cal they're getting flanked here. Tank himself angles very good there by f3rig. Panzerjägers being pursued by the Shermanese here, going in hard for freedom, democracy, liberty. Brad Pitt races down. Yeehaw! Going straight at it here, Panzerjäger's white. We do get a smoke grenade for f3rig, but it comes at a comically awkward timing there, just after they got blown up. And there you go. Pack 38 setting up, but easy. It is already withdrawing here. We got points being seized for the Panzer Pioneer. Panzer Gun is being overwhelmed by assault units, going for the center here. Pack 38, they're turning on the EC8. And we got another 30 cal. Brief consider that instead we got a sniper out of Havoc. Oh my, this is definitely getting spicier by the moment. A sniper. Certainly a map with some more room to maneuver on. Can also be a good map for a sniper here. So, of course, here the tank traps for Havoc theoretically could backfire on him if, like, you know, Faraday, like, maybe sort of thought ahead. He could lay down multiple telemines here. Boom, easy kaput there, or any other light vehicle that might try and go for that angle. Again, it would appear that Faraday is just more comfortable with maps with a bit more space to them. A sort of tactical agoraphobia, if you will. That's how pronounced, you know, that fear of wide open spaces. Can't quite remember what it's called. I didn't really get to use that word a lot. Anyways, Pack 38 there on the way for Faraday again. More Panzer at their Kanone. Don't know much of his battle, but someone used to think it was the Panzer Grenadiers and the Guasatroy with the flamethrowers. I must say, this American family Werf is quite good, but why is it covered in barbecue sauce? I actually don't answer that. It worries me. Guasatroy, they're catching the Bazooka team, ultra-fighting the 30 cal there. He could trans it up, but best the Guasatroy with the range of the flamethrowers, that would be exceedingly risky. EC getting ready again. Faraday moving anti-tank guns towards the center, of course, to meet any armored assault there from Havoc. South side, assault needs moving up here, taking the southern path there. Northern pumping sees to the punch pune in the half track. Might want to pop out and repair it. And we got another half track here for Havoc. In this case, it's going to be an ambulance. Of course, Havoc now suddenly becoming an enemy of the state. A trait that will now be mentioned in the history books for its great portrayal of America. Of course, he has to call it a doctor car. So, you know, not arouse suspicion to the men. Is that an no, it's a doctor car. Don't worry. It's not communism on wheels. Assault news easy to about in the center here. .250 withdrawing here. Nice shot on the EC8. Ooh, sniper there getting hit by a bit of shrapnel there, and shockwave from the Leichtes Infanteriegeschütz, which is basically meant to be this very short-range artillery. It's basically meant to, like, shoot at targets, you know, it could sort of, like, directly see. In a sense, like a very direct mortar. Fun fact. You see it there, there's the Guasatroy. Again, notably using the buildings, like current himself from anti-tank fire here. Smoke there, of course, being laid down, but the artillery piece allows the Guasatroy through to, like, overwhelm the 30 cal here. Havoc falling back towards the ambulance. Doctor car. Taking hits here from the Sherman East. He's trying to clear out the 30 cal. Panzer Main Commander there for Faraday finally happening. Starting to push a bit more towards the sides here. Another EC light for Havoc, of course, happening at a very fast pace. Heading north at sea with the Panzer Pioneer. That is 2 EC8s now here for Havoc. Of course, that is a significant headache here for Faraday. All he's got is 2 Pack 38s. And I still don't think we've seen a lot of mines. Of course, Havoc at this point does have multiple minesweepers, but still, getting some mines done, I think, is still going to be a very good choice there to, like, maybe try and catch up with these EC8s. And there you go. Great shot from EC8. Veterans 1. Brad Pitt is on the hunt for crowds. Pack 38s there are being set up to try and deal with this. Panzer gunners going up with their Haftverladungs. And up north here, second EC8 moving in. Assault is running along, going to go for those Panzer Pioneer. Not running along, but they are following up in the wake. Panzer Main Commando up here for Faraday. Will he go for Flak 36s? Will he go for Panzer 3s? Will he just go for the armoured reserves and push for something a bit bigger? We'll have to see. 255 and 231, and we do in fact get the armoured reserves unlocked here for Faraday. He could try and go straight for the Tiger tank. Obviously, it's going to be a bit tough under current circumstances, but might certainly be his best choice. Up north, the EC8 and assault units are pushing through. There you go. Do get mines, though worth noting. Only Schützenmine, not telemines here out of Faraday. Again, there's an opponent with EC8s in larger numbers. I would strongly advise telemines. Improvised army of Havoc, thumbs up, obviously improves the overall protection of the tanks. And yes, improvised armor was very much a thing in the US Army as well. You know, sandbags were commonly used, wood. In some cases, they even weld on extra armor from whatever they can get there to, like, you know, weld on as extra armor there. In fact, they'd sometimes create basically improvised jumbo Shermans by just welding on so much extra armor in the front. Ooh, there we go, F3rig with the double Stu Colin. 2 thumbs up from the Propaganda Ministry. Deutschland. An excellent pick there, as long of course he is sensible with them.
The enemy has taken a victory point.
Snap, of course, sort of snapping away there. Gotcha taking fire there. Smoke deployed. He, of course, makes it hard here from Havoc to support troops in the center. That pushing them into the center as well there. Sniper firing the Panzergrenadier. Stuke's moving up. Pack 38's moving in. CoH3 lining up here. Gonna try to push hard in the center here and decimate Havoc there. Though, of course, he needs to keep his flank covered. Though, of course, he does have at least a few mines here and there. In this case, Havoc basically dodges them all there. But there goes Stukes on the hunt. There we go, engaging the Shermanese here, the Stukes here of the 16th Panzer Division. Engages. Going down here to hunt down the Sherman. Oh, the Sherman can't use support here, and there's no mine support there, so there's actually a chance he could easily take out these with the 2 Stukes. Almost got it here.
We have 200 points remaining.
Gonna be close.
We have 5 commanders.
Ah, Stuke misses. There we go. Easy down here, Havoc punished. Only a fool does not fear the
German
Stuke.
76mm has proved no
There we
match
go.
for us.
1 Stuke. Gain veterans. 1 easy. Gonna roll up here. Fuel cache being planned here for Havoc. Of course, prepare for more tanks.
Enemy forces have claimed our sector.
Pack 38 versus the Sherman Easy-8 there. Troops pushing towards the northwest here. We got 322 or 32 versus 167. Bazooka team's flanking in here. Need troops to deal with that. Still not ambulance here for F3rig. Troops being moved towards the center again. There we go. Ambulance from the F3rig. Thumbs up. Still not much for the battle group. He's definitely getting some more steady control of the map here versus Havoc, though Havoc is still exerting incredibly good map control versus F3rig. Bazooka teams again here for Havoc. And there goes what versus the Bazooka Quasitori, quickly routed. And we got that line for gun just blasting away there.
Utility truck has arrived.
Ambulance out. And another brief assault engineer squad brief for Havoc, but I think at the same time he's probably realised he's not too far away from another EC8, so that's probably one to go for what he wants to go for. Sniper veterans 1. Very good there, of course, for Havoc. Less so for F3rig's infantry. Stukes being fixed up. Fun fact, from roughly 1943 until mid-1944, it was actually pretty common, if not standard, for most German panzer divisions to have a battalion of Stukes attached to them to make up for the lost Panzer Battalion after the loss of Stalingrad in North Africa. It was typically like just used a Stuke battalion that way as to say, well, on, you know, improvised tank battalion. Fun fact there, actually. It was, again, though, mid-1934 they stopped doing that, so they started to run out of Stukes for that purpose as well. It didn't mean that, like, even if they were on paper, like, you know, meant to not only have 2 Panzer battalions, realistically speaking, in the sense they had 3, sort of. But there's a fun fact, and again, highlights just, you know, the sheer utility of the Stuke. In many cases, they were basically just used as replacement tanks. Further south here, Bazooka team space in the southern field point here. Stukes 250 half to move towards the center. Sherman 105 moving up here. Straight to the Pack 38s and the Stukes. Smoke again being deployed. Very consistent use of smoke around here. Again, it makes it hard here for F3rig or Havoc to use a sniper easily, without again popping in here. But also anti-tank weapons and whatnot becomes a lot harder to use there. So pretty sneaky play there. But again, Havoc there is absolutely pushing the side of the map here against Havoc. Whereas F3rig is definitely starting to play more and more defensively. And thus, in that way, is basically conceding a lot of map here to his opponent. Stuke pushing forward. Quasitori getting snapped, getting shot at as well. Ooh, Sniper there. Getting bombarded by the Stukes, but Stukes missing. Pack 38 bounce off the Sherman Easy-8. Bazooka team's pursuing. Yeah, the lack of infantry support here, though. for FRig's forces, which allows the bazooka teams to get pretty close here. And crucially, we haven't seen a machine gun on the Stooks either, which I would argue is a pretty good upgrade. But clearly, F3rig is not of that opinion, tragically. So, American forces of the 3rd Armored Division. Baker Company has managed to use the center here. South side, Panzer is pushing forwards. Mine spotted there. A lot of mines there from Havoc. Thumbs up. Stooks getting ready to push on the center here. Bazooka team, Squassatory, Panzers all clashing in there. Go moving forward to the Shermans. Stooks taking hits here. Bazooka fire, 76 and Hunter family fire there, slamming against them. Bazooka team's falling towards the cemetery here. SB Company maintained control of the center. Germans here of the 16th Panzer Division. 5th Panzer Grenadier Company keeps fighting here, flanking in for the southwest. Panzer Pioneer wipe, that's a great wipe here for Havoc, going for the Stooks here. South charge going off. Again, machine guns I think would have made it a bit harder here for Havoc to get close. Much harder. Up north here, Sorting is moving in. Almost got the bazooka team within 90 narrowly survived here. Easy at getting held by the Stook and the Packs. Hunter Farm Sherman still in position. Sherman gets away. Really close call here. What will F3rig go for next? More Stooks? Will it be the Panther 4? Will it be the Tiger? We'll have to see. Bazooka teams, they're going for the flank here. All pushing into the church with the Grosser around. Definitely is not going to work out. Need to withdraw the Stook here, though. Ambulance getting hammered here. Of course, Americans going for the great threat there. Ambulance sighted. All guns fire. We're a bazooka team, sir. I mean it. Fire. Panzer was the 30 cal there. And up north, Assault needs to push back with the Guassatroy. No mercy here from F3rig. Pack 38 firing the Sherman. Another Sherman easy hit here for Havoc. Freedom and Democracy Stooks, they of course need heavy repairs. South side, bit of pressure there. More armor, of course, ramming here to support. We got 286 from 107. We got a rapid repairs here for Havoc, of course, going to help him repair his tanks much faster. Of course, F3rig could go for some ability himself. Though, of course, most DAK players never bother with that version as they just prefer to get the upgrade that allows the tanks to repair themselves. Because why not? It's one of those pieces where, like, there's a slightly counterintuitive design elements there, but, like, you know, why go for one upgrade when the other one is just, like, you know, much, much better because you don't have to, like, do it all in a sense. Mine troop teams there moving in, sweeping mines, and more crucially, though, encountering German and Italian forces here. Southside, he's Germany's going for a deeper flank here, catching the Panzer Grenadiers. Nice move there for Havoc, and again, Havoc definitely feeling a lot more comfortable on these wide open spaces where, again, F3rig seem to prefer, like, you know, more cramped terrain. Smoking again there. Pretty persistent pattern. Also got a bit more ability unlocked. Could also, of course, consider maybe a howitzer at some point. Right, some heavy artillery fire here against Havoc. Bazooka team moving in, and again, still no upgrade for the Stooks there. No Maschinengewehren. Really would recommend it. Bit of a bazooka blob there moving in here from Havoc. Sniper going at it again. Panzer Pioneer for very detailed special repairs. Thumbs up. At this point, I do suspect he might be saving up for the targeting, so if he does take some heavy losses, he can just quickly call in the Tiger. Stooks here going for it. Getting suppressed here, though. Hunting down the bazooka teams. Stooks dashing in. Sherman's moving up. And further south, he 30 cal covering the southern approach there from F3rig if it happens. Guassatroy moving towards the Stooks again to support them. Panzer Pioneer ready. Sherman's getting ready to push through here at the cemetery. And the other Sherman is getting a bit of a nice cool shade beneath the trees. Another mortar pit here being prepared, I think, by Havoc. More artillery that way. Guassatroy lining up the Stooks. Might have been a misclick, I don't know. Perhaps he had a plan all the way, though. Getting sniped at as well. F3rig, they're definitely a bit hesitant here with attacking. There he has. And he's also floating a fair bit of munitions. Of course, it could be setting up for the Ubica barrage there. Really good at test right. That place, of course, could do a lot of damage here to Havoc. At the same time, F3rig kind of has to attack. He's down to just 50 points here. Those opponents 286. So F3rig can't really afford to sit around for much longer. He has to get in there. There we go. Massive artillery barrage called in here on the northeast corner here of it. Units getting hammered here. Jumping about by the Stooge Squad, Troy keeping the flank clear. Bazooka teams. Buildings collapsing under the immense Italian barrages there. Turn into nothing but dust and rubble, and even that's mostly dust, not so much rubble. Stooges then engaging these heats, got the pack first coming up, and there you go. Havoc charging enough the Stooges here in a feigned retreat. Trap, F3rig set up nicely, almost got on the Stooges. Oh, easy, but did lose the Stoog. Great kill there for Havoc, definitely painful there for F3rig, though, of course, at this point, if he's aiming for the Tiger tank. It's not necessarily that big of a loss. I mean, obviously better if he lost a half tank, but it does free up population for that Tiger, and obviously he does want that Tiger. But again, he's going to have to toss something away. I would certainly recommend the 250 half tanks over the Stooges. Again, more smoke here. Incredibly consistent with that smoke. So much for the mines. Ambulance hiding out in the smoke. I mean, doctor car. With this, F3rig has hold of the bleeding here of victory points out of Havoc. Larger team again on the north side. Again, Bazooka teams 30 cal assault gears, providing a bit of anti-infantry support. And again, I think this is pretty smart by Havoc. Again, there's a main force here, but at the same time, there's these smaller infiltration forces heading the flanks, hunting down the vehicles as he's trying to focus on the major push of the tanks. This is really smart tactical plays there by Havoc. 2 thumbs up. And again, not something that'd be easily manageable, except again on a larger map like Semois. Sherman tracing through here again. The lack of mines though from F3rig does mean there's some quite easy ways of stopping this. Artillery firing down here. Sherman there firing the 105mm shells, the 105mm Sherman to be specific. Whilst sure they're being suppressed by and pinned by the 30 cal up there, very good. Sherman's breaking through the center here. F3rig and the 16th Panzer Division are rapidly losing ground, but he's closing on that Tiger. He has to manpower, he has to fuel. At this point, I think almost he just needs the population. Sony's catching the 250 half track. American forces pushing through the center, Stug engaging pack bouncers of the Sherman's frontal armor. Hunting down the assault units here, Quastro on the move. And there you go, Bazooka teams on the hunt. There you go, 250 half track down.
We have lost the transport.
A lot of damage there being inflicted. There you go, catching 30 cal with the Guasatori and the Panzers. Havoc there, of course, spotting what's going on just in time. Draws his smoke of the white fussers coming easy upon the artillery. And there you go, Tiger tank out for F3rig and the Germans. Heavy German steel has arrived for the Fatherland, and definitely that's going to be a headache and a half here for Havoc then. Of course, he does have multiple EC8s. He does also have the resources of the HRAP rounds, plus a lot of bazooka, so he might be able to clear it out if he's smart about it. Guasatori the orientation here with the EC8s, taking a lot of damage, and have to withdraw fast here before Havoc absolutely destroys them. Stug moving in here, though definitely should have waited, I think, here for the Tiger to assist. I think this is F3rig getting a bit conky here. On the other hand, it does cause Havoc here to pop the H-Fraps already. Of course, Havoc does know the Tiger is out. Maybe you should have expected at this point, I think, seeing the double Stugs. But it does mean by the time when the Tiger arrives then, he doesn't have the H-Rap round to deal with the Tiger tank. This is actually really huge for F3rig, so even if the Stug here is gone, it might have done some good because, again, without the H-Rap rounds, the EC8s will struggle significantly because the Tiger, with it, again, they can do a lot of damage and they are pretty much guaranteed to penetrate with every shot. So 2 EC8s with H-Rap rounds would have pretty much, you know, almost taken out that Tiger tank immediately, at least force it to withdraw very swiftly. But without that, again, boom, F3rig holds the upper hand now. This is, yeah, end up being a good stroke of luck there for F3rig, though he still needs to exploit this. And again, F3rig here, once more, showing himself not too comfortable outside that one corner of the map here. I suppose a bit ironic because he's playing as the DAK, which is, you know, kind of meant to be a more aggressive faction.
You have available
And I guess the American side of Havoc finally caught up and he just threw away the doctor car there. Wait, it's an ambulance, not a doctor car. Quickly, we must destroy it for the security of democracy and America. I can't believe it managed to infiltrate our ranks. How is this possible?
305mm
Damn those colonies. Until he called in here, bazooka team utterly wiped by the Tiger tank, single shot there. Seizing that center victory point. Semois slowly being leveled here. Snipers, 30 cals going up here. Northern Ponting we seized for this on years. Panzer was there, narrowly survived that. That was a really close call there for F3rig, to be honest.
The enemy has 200.
Artillery fire here. Tiger moving in. Bazooka team advancing forward into possibly their own death as a Tiger tank fires an 88mm shell right above their heads. Sniper getting smoked up, across swimming forwards again. The smoke here really making it difficult again for having to, like, you know, set up like any kind of covering position to push on the center here. Opening up on the mortar position with the Tiger. Guastatori advancing here. We got 242 as a 19. Mortar pit down. Another easy hit out here for Havoc. We're up to 3 of them now, plus 105 with Sherman. Getting ready for another push here. Guastatori, they've been bombarded by the triple easy 8s. There we go, good shots on these hit from the Tiger and the Pack 38. Up northwest, assault news moving in. Sniper there. Narrowly surviving encounter there with the Tiger tank and its 88mm shell.
Point is being taken from us.
The sniper decided he's had enough for now and he gets out of there, unsurprisingly. Havoc, of course, may want to try and sneak up some attacks again from other flanks again here versus F3rig here. And F3rig really, I think, needs to, like, get a bit more active, particularly towards the east side. He needs to, like, try and, like, you know, open up some new avenues here versus Havoc here. Because he's so low on victory points, like, he needs to, like, you know, give himself more room in case something, you know, happens unexpected. Because with only 19 points left, he has very little room for error here. I mean, if Havoc were to, like, you know, push on the other victory point as well here, he could do some lots. There you go, charging with these 8s. It's a full-on armored assault here from Havoc. But the assault is definitely going a bit awkwardly here. And again, smoke in the third cal, he's cuts off part of the supporting elements of the assault here. Each hits a quick withdrawing. Again, no real mines here from F3rig after they've been swept out. Panzer Pioneer being quickly forced to vacate the premises as they get filled with high explosive shells. Tiger vs. Hunfam with Sherman. Guastatori rushing in there. We got 19 with 209 here. Panzer Pioneer wiped out. Northern Point here defended by a lone pack. Panzer Squad and the 250 half-track here. A small defense, but clearly enough here to force Havoc to withdraw his tanks because they're so damaged. Meanwhile, Tiger tank, Guastatori, Panzer moving up here. 30 cal wiped out. Mortar team exposed. 105 Sherman also exposed here. This could get very uncomfortable for Havoc. Very fast if F3rig pushes through. But again, is he going to do that? I mean, F3rig so far has been very conservative. Panzer Pioneer for F3rig halfway done. Sherman almost done.
They request orders.
Shots fired. Northeast Sherman's holding about.
Panzer Pioneers available.
More Panzer Pioneer here for F3rig. Sherman's threatening the northern flank here. I mean, again, there's definitely some potential for some really aggressive plays here from Havoc. Like a two-pronged assault here could be quite devastating for F3rig if executed correctly. But of course, the terrain is going to make it difficult, and the potential of mines here might cause Havoc to be a bit more cautious, which would make sense, because, like, if he rushes in, there's a lot of mines, he's going to, like, you know, find his entire assault very much completely derailed. 182 is 19. Further south, bazooka team's flanking up here again, so we might just see what looks to be a large assault being lined up here. Might just. F3rig the moving forwards for Deutschland. There you go. Sherman being engaged here. Several smashing hits. They're slamming through the armor. Assault needs moving forwards. Bit risky here. And there you go. Seek and Destroy being unleashed here. Havoc's on the push. Assault needs moving in. He got the mines from the side, I think, for them as well. Here rushing in. Pack trying to catch up here. Tanks races again. Bazooka team from the other side. Here's an absolutely dashing push here by Havoc going for the Tiger tank. But lacking HVAC rounds, it's going to be a bit tough here. Brad Pitt leading the assault here for the Tiger tank. Going for it. Got triple EC8s to engage a Tiger tank here with Seek and Destroy. Oh dear, we might see Brad Pitt's tank getting knocked out. Pack supporting as well here. Nice all-around defense. In fact, now suddenly the tanks are caught in a bit of a kill zone here. Bazooka team's at it. Tiger tank down. EC8's there racing past it. What an absolutely trailblazing assault here out of Havoc. Brutal. And he didn't lose a single tank, but he did lose all of his infantry, more or less. Even the sniper's gone at this point. And Farage's grabbing a 30 cal, which seems a bit ironic then. You're gonna need this Maschinengewehr. Quickly, Helmut! What if they only have panzers left? The Americans wouldn't be that silly. I would say. Would they? Yeah, that was quite a blow there to Farage there. Again, mines definitely might have done at least a bit of good there, but yeah. That said, of course, Havoc still need to fix up all of his tanks. Can't just from there go one Sherman knocked out, as those 8 Pack 38s are definitely very lethal and should not be taken lightly. Though, of course, we do note that now Farage's been forced to, shall we say, lighten his defense around here, so Havoc could like make a push here and probably just catch Farage with his trousers down his ankles. Pushing for that eastern victory point. Now, a bit late, I think, here, Farage. A bit late. Another ambulance off Farage. Up across the tour, they're trying to push for the eastern victory point quickly. It's back with that Sherman. We got those Pack 38s at it. Another Pack 38's going ahead here. Troops moving in. More ECs rushing in here. Catching the Pack 38s in a bad position. Havoc goes in for the kill here, hoping to overwhelm the Pack 38s before they can reposition. Farage's position. Overall, though, strategically, definitely a bit awkward here. Havoc's got a lot of tanks, and Farage just does not have a lot of anti-tank assets, and again, also not a lot of mines here. He might be able to squat a kill in one of the tanks here. Of course, if he had a recovery vehicle, he might be losing some tricky stuff, and there go recruiting one with the ambulance. So many tanks still blazing here amidst the now ruined streets of Semois. Ambulance 13 hits from the EC8. Of course, Americans can never let go of their instincts to blow up all kinds of ambulances. Up north, going for the victory point there. Though, of course, we do have the 250 up selection defense. Snares off. 30 cal to defend the center. Recruiting the ambulance again. Regis artillery up north as well here. Havoc, or Farage putting in all he can to keep Havoc off that point. 110 here versus 19. Sherman there as the Pack 30 recruit for the umpteenth time. Almost got that Sherman. More assault use for Havoc. Another Sherman down here. More Shermans rushing in here, though. Again, a bit haphazard. A bit discoordinated, which makes it easier for the remaining anti-tank here of Farage tank to deal with his assaults because he's not pushing as hard as he can. Now we got HVAC rounds. Oddly enough, might have been a mistake. Oh no, actually by high explosive shells here, never mind me. High explosive shells would make a lot of sense. Ace Sherman, Brad Pitt, his best friend, Broad Port, going at it. Germans there ripping through the German lines here. That tank was about to go up in flames here. 95 versus 19. Absolutely crazy fight here.
Artillery batteries are on standby.
Line's going in trouble. Sherman's pushing in there. Brad Pitt back to the front line. Another easy idea for Havoc. Farage's situation is rapidly crumbling now. Falling apart at a spectacular pace. Line for gun crew cut down there by the Sherman EZ8s. Got a lone Panzer squad up north here with the 250 half-track. Got 81 versus 19. 80. Picking up the Panzer Books they left behind in his base quite a while ago. Certainly highlighting that Farage is a bit desperate. Scouts on the Sherman, they're going to race towards the northern point here, I imagine. 2 thumbs up. Bit of tank riding again, map like some also just makes tank riding a bit more valuable. Once again, there's actually a bit of distance on the map.
Victory point under enemy control.
Germans form towards the center. Up north here. Panzer gunners was the Germany see it moving in here.
We're losing grasp of a victory point.
Preparing for the assault. '70 versus 19. 18. Ferry G setting up for something. Could it be Stugs? Could it be a Panda 4?
Victory point lost.
Could it be a Tiger tank? It is double Stugs if Ferry G, but I don't even think they're going to be able to hit on time, honestly, though.
Only 10 points.
10 points left here, and they're just taking down fast here for Ferry G.
The enemy
8,
holds our victory
5,
point. Launch a counterattack at once.
2, and GG. Game over there. Staying below here to Ferry G. Absolutely intense match. There's some great action on both sides. A lot of back and forth here. A lot of damage, a lot of casualties. Some pretty fierce action. Those Guasatori definitely did their part, so that the Pack 38, make no mistake. Certainly some of the vehicles certainly also did their part for Das Vaterland. That said, though, I mean, I do think part of Ferry G's loss was, again, just terms like just pushing the map. Havoc really just, like, you know, was much more active. It was just more all across the map, whereas Ferry G at several times tended towards a more defensive, campy playstyle. Like, you're still trying to play this like CoH3, whereas Havoc definitely played this more like, you know, CoH3 or CoH1. He was much more active. He was attacking from different angles, whereas, again, Ferry G was much more narrowly focused. And this tactically and strategically just gave Havoc, you know, more of an advantage in several cases, whereas for Ferry G, it kind of meant at times like he had an advantage. His playstyle just considered an advantage. Like, when he had the tank, that Tiger tank, you know, push through there, he didn't push further ahead. Like, he didn't push for a more aggressive advantage versus opponent. I also think, again, there's a more lack of minds of the match went on, which, again, could have proved helpful in several crucial moments. So, there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match and answering from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment. As always, you can support the Propagandacast by doing our pledge on Patreon. Every bit helps. This is Imperial Cheers, and see you all tomorrow for another episode. Bye, everyone.